𝗵𝗵PHės is giving you lectures in the systematic format, right? So we are the first ones, we are the pioneers to give you lectures in the systematic manner. We are discussing microbiology system wise. We are discussing the respiratory system now, and welcome to the first class of respiratory system where we are going to discuss the bacterial pharyngitis. So the topic of bacterial pharyngitis deals with most importantly two organisms. One is diphtheria and other is the Streptococcus pyogenes. We have already discussed Streptococcus in a great detail. So what I will do, I will give you the link of Streptococcus and you can go and watch that to prepare for your exam. But this class is going to mainly focus on diphtheria. So diphtheria, the organism responsible for causing diphtheria is Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Now, C for Corynebacterium, C for club-shaped, C for Chinese letter pattern. So, it is a club-shaped bacteria, it is a Chinese letter pattern bacteria. Now, my dear friends, because you are my students and nothing is possible without revision, I will make you revise a very important concept. You all will tell me that the club-shaped macroconidia belongs to which organism? Okay. So basically, Corynebacterium diphtheria, if you see the morphology, they are club-shaped or they are Chinese letter pattern appearance, which is shown by them. From the very basic class of general microbiology, I have told you that in order to enhance the survival, some bacteria, like for example, in many places of northern India, especially in the state of Punjab, people are living in the areas where there are a lot of floods which are coming, right? So basically, in order to prolong their survival, what they are going through right now, in order to prolong their survival in a better, in this condition in a better way, they are storing the grains, the rice, the roti, the dal, the chawal, everything they are storing, right? So similarly, bacteria also, in order to prolong its survival, stores the food material in the granules which are called as storage granules, which are also called as volutin granules. And because these granules are of different colors, these are also called as metachromatic granules. Chroma means color, and also called as 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗺 granules. And in order to stay in this, we have got 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗺 stain. So I always say Albert ponders storage material into Nissan car. So Nissan is a company of car manufacturing. So why I have told you all this? Albert ponder Nisar are the stain for the storage granule shown by car, C for Corynebacterium. Okay. So this is my mnemonic and a trick to remember this always. Please don't forget this. Okay. What is the culture media? So you, in order to see the Corynebacterium diphtheria, you use a culture media called as Loeffler serum slope, also called as Potassium Tellurite Agar, okay, which are responsible for showing the black colonies. So remember, this is, you can remember from my name only. So my name I am writing, again reminding of psychiatric class of narcissism. Yeah. So P for Potassium Tellurite Agar, L for Loeffler serum slope. Both of them are for what? Are for Corynebacterium diphtheria, right? Other media which they are going to use is called as McLeod and Tinsdale agar. Okay, McLeod and Tinsdale agar. So very important, you have to remember, right? I think everybody loves MACD, isn't it? Everybody loves to go to MACD. So MACD means MC for McLeod and D for diphtheria. Okay, McLeod and diphtheria, this is important. What is the virulence factor? So if you remember from the class of your general microbiology, I have told you that Corynebacterium diphtheria is going to block the EF2, that is elongation factor 2. So elongation factor means what? This is an amino acid, this is an amino acid, this is an amino acid. In order to elongate the chain and become a protein, there is a factor which is normally required, that is called as elongation factor, but it is blocked by the diphtherial toxin. How to remember? Remember CDE, C for Corynebacterium, D for diphtheria is going to block the elongation factor 2. These are the 4 letters of your alphabets, C, D, E, F, right? Clear? Good. So see here, these are the green color stain. This is the 𝗵𝗵𝗺 stain actually, which has stained the storage granules, volatilin granules. See here, yeah. Okay. So this is the stain. Now these are the actually clinical feature. Can you see the appearance of the neck? This is called as bull neck appearance. This is called as what? This is called as bull neck appearance. Okay. So bull neck appearance is seen in the diphtheria. Okay. So other things what you can see is a pseudomembrane pharyngitis or tonsillitis, and yes, there is a bull neck appearance. Why? Because in the cervical area there is lymphadenitis. So in the cervical area, this is the cervical area, there is what? There is a lymphadenitis. That means lymph node inflammation. Adenitis, itis means inflammation, and whenever some inflammation is happening, there is enlargement of the lymph nodes which is going to happen. So that's why it gives which appearance? It gives a bull's neck appearance. Also, I told you that this is responsible for causing the tonsillitis, responsible for causing the pharyngitis. Yes, so tonsillitis and pharyngitis, and that's to what? That's to pseudomembranous. So can you see this white one? Yeah. So this is the pseudomembranous. So this picture is not tonsillitis actually, or yeah, some part of tonsils are also getting involved. Can you see here the tonsils are involved? That is the pharynx and the palate which is involved. So pseudomembranous tonsillitis and pharyngitis is caused by them, right? So Corynebacterium diphtheria, yes, C, D. Okay, I'll write the whole ABCD for you, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. So what is C and D? C for Corynea and D for Corynebacterium and D for diphtheria. So I told you that they are going to inhibit the elongation factor 2. What is A and B? So the subunits of diphtherial toxin. So diphtherial toxin has got 2 subunits, A and B. So B for binding, very easy to remember, B for binding, and A for enzymatic. A for what? A for enzymatic, B for binding. Now it targets to what? It targets man. So Corynebacterium diphtheria targets man. So then you have to take my mnemonic once again, P and L, as I have told you. What was P and L? So P for, here see I have told you the mnemonic, okay? Not this one, huh? No, this one only, yeah. So P and L was L for Loeffler serum slope and P for Potassium Tellurite Agar, and I am a man. So remember, targeting man. M for myocardium, A for adrenal gland, N for nerve. Okay. So man can work by 2 things only, either the heart, that is myocardium, or the brain, that is the nerve, and A for adrenal, this you have to remember. Okay. So clinically I have told you what it is going to cause. Obviously complication is acting on adrenal, causing adrenal hemorrhage, causing myocarditis. The one important complication you should know is palatal palsy. That is because of the nerve is damaged. That's why the palatal muscles are not functioning properly. Okay. So nerve damage, that leads to what? That leads to malfunction of, okay, that leads to palatal muscles paralysis. So what to remember? Mnemonic MAN. Alright. So how will you diagnose the toxin now? Again the mnemonic is same, C, D, E. Okay. So how to diagnose the toxin? So remember, it's very simple, easy. CD for Corynebacterium diphtheria, E for LX gel precipitation. So LX gel precipitation means this is a reaction which occurs between the antigen and the antibody. So toxin is actually an antigen and antibody is being produced. So what you do, you take a throat swab culture, you do this reaction, and this reaction is called as precipitation reaction. Okay, so a precipitate is going to be formed and you will be confirmed that yes, it is the diphtherial toxin which is there. Coming on to treatment, again CDE is important. So what is CDE? Remember, erythromycin is the drug which is given for diphtheria, and also the anti-diphtherial serum can be given. For prevention, what you give? You give DPT vaccine, where D means diphtheria, P for pertussis, and T for tetanus, that is there. Okay. Now, there are different types of Corynebacterium diphtheria, biotypes like greyish, intermedius, mitis. Greyish is going to have daisy head colonies, intermedius is going to have frog egg colonies, and mitis is going to have poached egg colonies. Okay. So, please remember, there is nothing to worry about. Let me just teach you very easily. So, the colonies, again mnemonic same, C, D, E. So, either there will be egg colonies, and D for either will be the daisy head colony. Okay. So, the colony morphology is clear to you, and now please understand very simple thing. What you have to do, you have to write it alphabetically. So, one is greyish, intermedius, and mitis. So, greyish, intermedius, and mitis. So, intermedius and mitis, one thing is clear, that both of them are going to have which egg? The egg colonies, and then you have to write them as the again alphabets. Firstly F is going to come, then P is going to come. So, F for frog egg colonies, and then P is going to come poached egg colonies. The remaining one is going to be what? The remaining one is going to be the first one, that is the daisy colony. If still you are not able to understand, let me write it for you. C, D, E is the mnemonic we have to follow in Corynebacterium diphtheria. E for egg. Now, egg are of two types. You have to write in what? You have to write in the alphabetical order. F comes first, so frog egg colonies. P comes later, so poached egg colonies. Similarly, the biotype you have to write in alphabetical order. Intermedius, I comes first, M come later, M for mitis. Alphabetic, following the alphabet. Similarly, you have got C. Okay, you have got D. D for which colonies? Daisy head colonies. And then again you have to remember that daisy head colonies belongs to what? Daisy. D for daisy, D for death. D for daisy, D for death, and death means grave. So, the greyish belongs to daisy head colonies. Simple, easy to remember, good. And what are the other Corynebacterium? So, other one is going to be Corynebacterium minutissimum, that is responsible for causing erythrasma, that is the superficial skin infection. So, again the mnemonic is same, C, D, E, okay, but C, this time with C is there, minutissimum, okay, responsible for causing erythrasma, that is the superficial skin infection. And one more important thing, Corynebacterium has 8 stains which are used in the vaccine preparation, okay, Pork-Williams 8 stain which we call it as. So, this is a previous year question, so if you can remember, it's very good. Very least likely chances that it is going to get repeated, but still you can remember. So, yes, thank you was already written. So, thank you so much for joining. This is the end of our lecture of Corynebacterium diphtheria. I am sure my lectures are helping you. Please give us your feedback in the comment section below. Thank you.